Day number 21 will come to order. Let's all please pause for a moment of silent meditation. Thank you, everyone. I will now call upon Councilman David Marks, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag
of the United
United
States
States of America,
and to the
to
republic
the republic for which it stands,
one
Stands
nation, under God,
nation.
indivisible, liberty and justice.
liberty and justice.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you.
Okie dokie. Okay, our first piece of order today is, do we have Officer Danielle Moore? Is she on audio and video?
I'm here.
Oh, your doggy too?
No, no dog, not on
No
my.
dog. Whose dog is that? That's Julian's dog. Officer Moore, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We heard that you have received a very, very special award, and we wanted to acknowledge that. And I'm especially happy because Overley is in my jurisdiction, and I love the school, the principal, the staff, and all the students that go there. And I know you must really enjoy working there in normal times. And so we, the county council, have a official county council resolution for you. And although I can't give it to you right now, we're either going to mail it to you or I'm going to bring it to you in person. How's that?
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys taking the time to even have me here. Like it's
Oh,
still
we're
mind blowing for me. Still
oh
mind-
no, we're excited. We want to recognize people that are doing good works and working hard. Officer Moore, you have been for getting the resolution for being recognized by the National Association of School Resource Officers, known as NASRO, with for the 2020 Floyd Ledbetter National School Resource Officer of the Year.
Wow.
I know, right? The council hereby extends its sincere admiration to Officer Moore on receiving this award. What is perhaps most meaningful about this award is that Officer Moore was nominated by her peers, her supervisors, school faculty at Overley High School, where she is assigned for her dedication and commitment to students, staff, and the community. Officer Moore began her career as a police officer with the Baltimore City Police Department in 2007. She joined the Baltimore County Police Department in 2012, where she worked as a patrol officer until becoming a school resource officer in 2018 and assigned to Overley High School. Officer Moore is a leader, a mentor, and a true role model for young women in our community. The council joins with your family, if they're listening out there, friends and colleagues on this Tuesday, September the 8th, 2020, and honoring Officer Danielle Moore for recognition as the 2020 NASRO Floyd Ledbetter National School Resource Officer of the Year. That's a mouthful. And offers a sincere congratulations on such a wonderful accomplishment. We are so very, very proud of you.
Thank you so much. This is crazy.
It's great. Would you like to say a few words just about,
I just want to say thank you all for going out your way and, allow me to be a part of your meeting. Just the fact that you all are recognizing my efforts mean more than you know. It's not easy. it's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
still
all right.
taking it in. And I just wanted to be, very frank when I say this is definitely a team effort. I could not have done it alone with the help of my administrative staff and my partner, Officer Rawley, who works with me every day. This is how we did this. So this is a win for us all. Go Overly. Like, I'm so proud. This is,
And you work with a great principal for
oh
sure.
my gosh, Miss Sample. I love her so much.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's well earned, and
Thank you so
we
much.
will get the official resolution to you. And you keep up the good work and stay safe.
Thank you. You all stay safe as well.
Okay.
Madam Chair?
Yeah.
Madam Chair?
Yes, Councilman Jones?
Yeah, let me just take an opportunity to, congratulate Officer Moore. I saw the article, the story on the television, and I saw your wonderful family. And I listened to you with your very infectious personality, talk about all of those kids being your kids. And I was just thinking that you, without a doubt, represents the very best of the Baltimore County Police Department, but also the very best we have here in Baltimore County. And you certainly make all of us proud. And I'm just so happy that you joined us here today to give us an opportunity to give you this award. You're certainly very well deserving. Thank you so much for all your hard work.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Madam Chair.
You're welcome.
Well said, Councilman Jones. Councilman Quirk?
Yeah, no, I also wanted to recognize Officer Moore. I know former Councilwoman Vicki Allman, she might have been at the ceremony, but school resource officers and all the great work they do in our schools, I know is near and dear to also former Councilwoman Allman. And we're just very proud of you. There's so many wonderful police doing exceptional work out there, and we're glad to have one of the very best here in Baltimore County. So congratulations, and we're so happy to see this great news. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Councilman Quirk, thanks so much for mentioning former member Vicki Allman. She was on the county council, and as you know, she was instrumental in bringing resource officers into our schools under the Rupesberger administration. And she would be very proud if she could be here tonight. I know that. Yeah. Anyone else?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilman Crandall.
Thank you. Officer Moore, I just wanted to say congratulations. You've made all of Baltimore County very proud. And I know, like you said, your job is not always the easiest, but you're obviously getting it done in a very positive way and impacting a lot of lives. So thank you for that. I do have a question. Do you know if you are the first Baltimore County officer to receive this honor, or were there others?
So I was told I was the first of Baltimore County to receive the Floyd Ledbetter Award.
Awesome.
That's what I was told prior to. I know there are other awards as well that Baltimore County has won, but I don't think they won the Floyd Ledbetter one.
Okay, well, you're the first until someone tells us differently. So
That's right.
way to go.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else before we move on to further business?
Yes, ma'am.
Madam Chair, just one comment, and Officer Moore, this Councilman Izzy Patoka, and my legislative aide, Ashley Wallington, says she went to Edmondson with you,
Yeah.
and she wishes her congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Although you may know her as Ashley Logan,
Yes.
because
Yes.
her married name is Wallington.
I know
So
her.
she wishes you congratulations to former classmate, and wishes you well.
Wow. Thank you so much. Wow.
You're welcome, and congratulations.
All righty, thank you.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
let
Councilman.
me just add one more thing if I could. I was just sitting up there thinking, Officer Moore, we're so glad. We have a lot of, my heart goes to Baltimore City. I was born and raised there, but I'm so glad you came here in 2007. We certainly appreciate you. You're making us all better. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. It was a great move.
All righty. Is there a motion to approve the journal for the meeting of August 3rd, August 7th, and August 25th, 2020?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The journal is approved.
Mr.
First
Bostwick, I
approval.
said aye.
Who
Sorry.
said aye?
I said aye, but I was muted. Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
But just for the record, you
But
muted
I-
yourself?
Yes, that was a self-mute.
Okay. Now we'll do an enrollment of bills. Bill 5920, 6020, 6120, 6220, 6320, 6420, 6520, 6620, 6720, 6820, 6920, 7020, 7120, 7920, 8020, 8120, 8220, 8320, 8420, and 8520 were passed by the council, signed by the county executive, and are hereby enrolled. Mr. Secretary, will you read all bills for introduction?
Yes, Madam Chair, I muted myself as well. Bill 86-20, current expense budget surveillance and quality improvement. Bill 87-20, current expense budget cities for financial empowerment fund. Bill 88-20, current expense budget U.S. Department of Commerce Economic Development Administration revolving loan fund. Bill 89-20, current expense budget summer program and community arts development. Bill 90-20 is sponsored by Councilman Marks, restrictions on parking in Greater Towson. Bill 91-20 is sponsored by Councilman Quirk, entitled Planned Unit Developments. Bill 92-20, sponsored by Councilman Catch, parking along the Big Gunpowder Falls. Bill 93-20, sponsored by Councilman Catch, taxation ad valorem taxes. Bill 94-20, sponsored by Councilman Catch, zoning regulations, permitted uses, industrial hemp. Bill 95-20, sponsored by Councilman Patoka, tenant protections during emergencies. And Bill 96-20, is the police bill that has gotten some publicity. In order for it to be introduced, since it was not circulated at least 7 days prior to tonight's meeting, it would need a motion and a second followed by a majority vote for that rule 2-B, I'm sorry, 2-B1 to be waived.
I'll move it.
Second?
Mr.
Secretary, call the roll.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
I abstain.
Mr. Catch.
Aye.
Okay, it passes.
All right, that motion is passed. With that, I will read Bill 96-20, sponsored by Council members Jones, Quirk, Bevins, Marks, and Patoka, strengthening modernization, accountability, reform, and transparency with the acronym SMART Policing Act.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Councilman.
I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all my colleagues for all your hard work and dedication on this issue. Also like to thank the county executive and like to thank all the citizens of Baltimore County who came out and make their voices heard and decided that we could make some improvements. And I guess say it everywhere I go, this is no way some anti-police bill. We certainly appreciate our police officers, all the hard work that they do. And I can't think of a better example of a police officer and the hard work they do other than we just recognize Officer Moore for her hard work and dedication. Yet there are some improvements we can make. And I really believe that that's the only way we get better is to recognize that there are things we can do. So I just want to take an opportunity to thank everybody all my colleagues for all the hard work and dedication they put into this. I think at the end of the day, we have something that'll make our police department better, make it safer for our officers as well as safer for the citizens. And I guess recognize that we all had to make some adjustments, if you will, and that's what the legislative process is all about. But at the end of the day, we stuck together, we came together, and we did something that I think is great. And I think it'll be good for all of us. So thank you very much, Madam Chair, for giving me an opportunity to speak.
You're welcome, Councilman Jones. I would just like to add, I would like to just recognize your bravery, your tenacity, and you just wanting to make the world better between citizens and police officers. We recognize that. I know a couple weeks ago when we tabled this bill, some people didn't understand why it was tabled. And I think now that that is a very clear now that we needed more time to work on it. We wanted to bring everybody together and we wanted something that was going to pass. And the faster that we can get this done, the better off society will be for all of us, for our police department, for our citizens. And I can't thank you enough for the work that you have put into this. You have put your whole heart and soul, I believe, into this, and for all the right reasons. And I'm grateful that you're my colleague.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Likewise, for sure. I certainly have always respected you, like you, as a friend, as a colleague. And I think, you know, we all go through what we go through, and this job is certainly not easy. But at the end of the day, I never questioned anybody's desire to do the right thing. And this bill is a testament to how, you know, some of us feel strong about one thing, some of us feel strong about the other. But at the end of the day, we have to respect one another and we have to listen to one another. And luckily for all of us, that it always seems to work out. So I thank you, Madam Chair, for your kind words.
You're welcome.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to echo your comments, certainly about Councilman Jones's tenacity and his work on this. I have been on the receiving end of 4-3 votes. I know it's tough. You pick yourself up and you move ahead. And that's what you've done, Councilman Jones, and I certainly appreciate it. I also want to thank the administration and the state's attorney, chief of police, and the fraternal order police. They have united behind a very broad-based bill. That's an unusual coalition. And I think it reflects the fact that folks wanted to get a good bill passed. I want to thank you all for your work on this.
Thank you, Councilman Marks. Okay, we will now consider all bills for final reading and vote. Mr. Secretary, first bill, please.
Bill 74-20 is current expense budget security COVID grant.
Okay, and I believe we have Tim Sheridan to testify this evening? No?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep, we are.
Madam Chair, members of the council, thank you. The circuit court, with the backing of the administration, comes to you seeking approval of a supplemental appropriation that is a state grant for $5,980. The $5,980 was used to buy plastic barriers, sneeze guards that we employed early on in this pandemic in the courtrooms as needed to get us through the early days of this. So that is the bill in a nutshell. I don't know if the money has been spent, and we're seeking the ability to get the approval for the appropriation.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from Mr. Sheridan? Okay, hearing none. Mr. Secretary, would you call the roll on 74-20?
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Mark?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Bill 74-20 is passed. Thank you, Mr. Sheridan. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is Bill 75-20, current expense budget security grant.
Oh, that is still Mr. Sheridan. That's why we didn't say goodbye.
Yes.
Okay, Tim, you're still up.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the council. The Circuit Court comes to you with the backing administration seeking approval of a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $20,402. I believe it is. Put my glasses back on. The purpose of this supplemental appropriation is to purchase a ballistic barrier for the front windows and doors of the Circuit Court, which would stop if a projectile went through the window, the window wouldn't shatter. That's the idea there. This is a grant offered by the Administrative Office of the Courts, doesn't require any county participation, and we seek the council's approval of the supplemental appropriation.
Okay. Any questions or comments from Mr. Sheridan? Hearing none. Mr. Secretary, call the roll on Bill 75-20.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Yeah. Bill 76-20, I'm sorry, Bill 75-20 has passed. Thank you, Mr. Sheridan.
Thank you.
Mr. Secretary, next bill, please.
Bill 76-20 is sponsored by Councilman Catch. Zoning regulations, uses permitted in the manufacturing light ML zone.
Madam
Councilman
Chair,
Couch, you with us?
yeah, Madam Chair, this legislation is really geared to, well, it's geared to the whole county, but it deals with a new kind of hospital which treats eating disorders. And this bill would allow a facility to be built where people can stay 1, 2, 3 nights for their treatment. And this is something that has been started in Maryland, and hopefully it'll be successful and go to other parts of the state. So, and of course, these facilities need a CON. I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I think it's a perfect place for it, and I move the bill.
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, would you please call the roll on Bill 76-20 if no one has any questions for Mr. Catch?
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Bill 76-20 is passed. Thank you, Councilman Catch. Mr. Secretary, next bill, please.
Madam Chair, next is Bill 77-20, sponsored by Councilman Marks. Zoning regulations, uses permitted residential development proposals adjacent to the Honeygo Overlay District.
Madam Chair, I would like to motion that the life of this bill be extended for 2 weeks, and this will be considered at the next meeting. Tom, did I get that right?
Yes, I believe you've made a motion to extend the bill until the next meeting.
I'll second.
The reason being that we just need more time to bring the community together with the developer.
Okay.
And Mr. Jones has seconded.
Okay. Then you want to call the roll on extending the life of Bill 77-20?
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Bill 77-20 for the extended life has passed. Mr. Boswick, I have a question. So could you, just for anybody listening, so when would be the work session and then the vote on that bill with the extended life?
Yes, the work session will be next week on the 15th at 4 o'clock. And then the bill will be scheduled for a vote on September 21st at that legislative session.
September 21st. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item, sir.
Madam Chair, next is Bill 78-20, also sponsored by Councilman Marks, zoning regulations, uses permitted, Honeygo Overlay District.
Thank you. Madam Chair?
Yes, I'm sorry, Councilman Marks. Yes,
That's
go
all
ahead.
right. That's all right. This legislation allows a hairdresser in a certain area of the Honeygo growth area in Perry Hall.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments for Councilman Marks? All right, hearing none. Ms. Secretary, please call the roll. Oh, I'm sorry, on the amendment. I'm sorry. Is that?
Right. If I may, Mr. Marks, I think there was
Oh, yes, there is
consideration.
an amendment. There is an amendment. Yes. So if I could be permitted to speak to the amendment.
Yes.
Originally, the legislation also dealt with a blacksmith shop. We are striking that from the bill.
Oh, okay. All right. So is there a motion to move the amendment to 7820?
I'll move it.
Tom Clark, was that a second?
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the amendment to Bill 7820.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Yes.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
The amendment to Bill 78-20 passes. Is there a motion to move Bill 7820 as amendment?
I will move it.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the bill amended.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch.
Aye.
Okay. Bill 7820 is passed as amended.
Thank you.
Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
I believe the next item, Madam Secretary, are the fiscal matters.
Oh, sure is. Okay, extensive testimony was taken at the council's work session on September the 1st, 2020. The witnesses who testified at the work session are available to restate their testimony if needed. If a council member has any questions regarding a particular fiscal matter, that item will be discussed as a separate matter. I will now call upon the secretary to read the cover letter for fiscal matters 1 through 13 and 15.
Yes, Madam Chair. Fiscal Matter 1 is a contract with Labor First LLC. Fiscal Matter 2 is an amendment to a contract with Benefit Strategies LLC. Fiscal Matter 3 is a purchase order with Fair and Impartial Policing LLC. Fiscal Matter 4 is a contract with Mid-Atlantic Marketing Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 5 are two contracts for delipping refurbishment of ball diamonds. Fiscal Matter 6 is also two contracts for design, installation, and maintenance, security video surveillance systems. Fiscal Matter 7 is a contract with Stanley Convergent Security Solutions Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 8 is a contract with Charwell Software LLC. Fiscal Matter 9 is a contract with Prolog Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 10 is a contract with Mosaic Community Services Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 11 is a contract with People Encouraging People Incorporated. Fiscal Matter 12 it's 5 contracts, Recovery Housing Services. Fiscal Matter 13 is a contract of sale with the Maryland Aviation Administration. And Fiscal Matter 15 is an amendment to contract with the law firm of Whiteford, Taylor, and Preston LLP. Fiscal Matter 14 was deferred prior to the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any questions or comments from the members for fiscal matters 1 through 13 and 15? Okay, hearing none. If there's no further discussion, is there a motion to approve fiscal matters 1 through 13 and 15?
So move.
I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on fiscal matters 1 through 13 and 15.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka.
Aye.
Physical matters 1 through 13 and 15 are approved. We will now consider miscellaneous business. Mr. Secretary, first item.
Madam Chair, whenever a contract over $25,000 is awarded by a process other than formal competitive bid, it is required that a copy of the contract be given to the county council and the nature and parties to the contract be announced by the secretary at the next legislative session following the award of the contract. This may take a while. There are 26 such contracts on the agenda for this evening. First is Elliott and France Incorporated, $93,000. Next is Edward J. Rall and Sons for boxed produce. Many of these are, as usual, COVID related to the county's COVID-19 response. $54,800. Next is Cintas Corporation in the amount of $660, $48.95. $660,048.95. Maryland State Fair and Agricultural Society Incorporated, $29,664. Vanguard Pharma LLC, $36,000. Edward G. Rall and Sons Incorporated, $48,800. Price Modern LLC, $37,173.56. Quest Diagnostics Incorporated, $37,875. Compass Group USA, doing business as Chartwell's Dining Services, $160,264. Maryland Food Bank Incorporated, total estimated through September 30th is $1,695,000, and the amount additional is $682,500. Big Boy Transportation LLC, $59,420. Edward G. Rall and Sons, $56,400. Worldwide Distributors Incorporated, doing business as Alighting, $399,000. Maryland State Fair and Agricultural Society, $29,944. Edward G. Rall and Sons Incorporated, $48,000. Adform Advertising LLC, $53,460. Edward G. Rall and Sons, $40,200. Beltway Cleaning Systems, $64,667.70. Sean T. Kane, doing business as Kane Communications LLC, $500,000. Worldwide Distributors Incorporated, doing business as Elighting, $39,900. The KEYW Corporation, $35,000. Worldwide Distributors Incorporated, doing business as Elighting, $399,000. Mr. Chemical Limited, $3,420,000. Edward G. Rall and Sons Incorporated, $36,000. ARV Enterprises Incorporated, $4,900, and Agilent Technologies Incorporated, $154,977.77.
Thank you, Mr. Boswick.
Thank you.
When you said Mr., I think it was the fourth from the last, cleaning, Mr. something unlimited.
Yes, Mr. Chemical Limited,
Yes, and it was,
$3,420,000.
yeah, the number caught my, caught my attention. Is that COVID cleaning?
It is for nitrile powder-free exam gloves. This order is for the purchase of 150,000 boxes of nitrile powder-free exam gloves in various sizes. It's in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, and as a result, the county has begun taking necessary action throughout all county agencies to combat the pandemic, which includes the emergency purchase of goods and services. The gloves procured through this order are distributed to county agencies for use during the pandemic.
Okay.
And that, Madam Chair,
Yes, Mr.
I'm just saying, we've had difficulty getting gloves.
Mhm.
That's one of the products that go out of stock, and we got to order to get them so that we could have gloves on hand, because there were times when we were really, really low on gloves.
Okay. Well, while I have you, Mr. Rogers, would you like to speak to Kane Communications for $500,000. Do you know what that is?
I have to take a look back.
Madam Chair, I can jump in on that if you like.
Yeah, Ed,
The Kane Services is a media campaign to get people to wear their masks, socially
Oh.
distance. They get tired of listening to us say they're social distance. So now we have, it's this company will communicate with some, Raven players, Oriole players, other people
Very
to
good.
help
Oh, yeah.
get the message out and, social distance and wear your mask.
Oh, that sounds great. Okay, thank you.
And Madam Chair, you may see the posters and the yard signs
yeah.
out. That was a part of that.
Like the 6 feet apart with of the new logos and everything.
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you.
Madam Chair, can I ask a question?
Yeah, Councilman Marks.
Is the federal COVID-19 funding helping to pay for that?
That is being paid for by the CARES Act.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Well,
All
good,
of that, the gloves and the campaign, all of that is CARES Act funding.
Federal funding. Okay, thank you.
It
Thank
helps us
you.
offset some of the messaging coming out of the White House.
Good one. Good one.
Thank you.
Okay, so I believe, let me see, that was a lot, Mr. Boswick.
Yes, ma'am.
So next item, please.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Councilmember Jacob?
Yes, I just wanted to make a comment about the box produce. I think it was like the third.
There's quite a few of them actually from Edward G. Rollins Sons.
Oh, that all the Rollins were box produce. I just want to say that this is one of this has been of great assistance to families in Baltimore County. We've had a rotation in the 2nd district of produce distribution, alternating from Bedford Elementary School to Baltimore Hebrew Congregation. It's been in partnership with the communities around Bedford, the school, Jewish Volunteer Connection, Comprehensive Housing Assistance, Inc., also known as CHI. And it's been extremely successful. We've distributed thousands and thousands, maybe tens of thousands of boxes of produce. And the thing that's unique about the produce is it appeals to all diets, because there's really, so the diversity in the families that come to get these boxes of produce is pretty spectacular, because it satisfies a kosher diet, it satisfies a vegetarian diet, it satisfies a vegan diet. And so that's what we're seeing. I participated, like I said, in many of these, and it's really one of the things that we've done, in my opinion, that has assisted families in Baltimore County broadly during this COVID crisis. So it's a good investment.
Thank you for those comments, Councilmember Toka. I know that we have Acting Director Chris McCollum as a panelist today to be speaking on something else, but he has been a part of that from beginning to end as far as securing the produce, actually driving the truck to deliver the produce and making sure that it's all distributed. And everywhere it needs to go, it's there on time for folks to get. And it's a very interesting story to hear how this comes to be and how they come up with the produce and get it out there to so many people. So, feeding people during COVID-19 has been very important to me. And we have so many people out there that have never needed it before, and they're willing to wait in line for hours to get it. So they need it because their futures are so uncertain. Their salaries are so uncertain. And it's just a wonderful thing that we're able to do with that. And I know a lot of that is coming out of the CARES money as well. So thank you for mentioning that.
And I've seen Mr. McCollum on site at the distribution, so it's a job well done.
Long days, long days. Okay, next item, please.
Yes, Madam Chair. Next is Resolution 79-20. This is a resolution sponsored by Council members Crandall, Catch, and Marks. County Council Rules of Procedure, publication of roll call vote.
Somebody want to take it on?
I will, Madam Chair. This resolution would require the county council to publish our roll call votes on the council website, whether a resolution or bill passes or fails. We'll post our votes on amendments and tabling as well. I thank Mr. Boswick and Mrs. Belcastro for making sure that this could work out logistically without a lot of time and effort on their part. And it's just something that this council, I mean, since I've been on the council, we've taken certain steps in increasing transparency for our constituents. And I think this is another one of those steps, just to provide easy access to our voting records. And I appreciate Councilman Marks and Councilman Katz joining us as co-sponsors, and I hope my colleagues would support this measure. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilman Catch.
Yeah, thank you very much. I can't tell you the number of times that people have asked me, well, how did so-and-so vote on a particular bill? Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't remember. And so I think that it's 2020. People really want to know what their council is doing, how their council members voting, just like the state legislature, the Congress. And this is an important step in that direction, so that there's no question as to how someone voted on a particular issue. And yeah, I know I talked to a group of folks, I guess about 2 years ago, on a particular bill, and they said, well, who do we have to work on to I think the bill failed 5-2, I can't remember, but which two members of the council would you work on? I said, well, I don't remember exactly what the vote was on the bill, who voted yes, who voted no. So this would clear that up. I think it would help constituents in their dealings with the council members as well. So I think it opens up the system even more. As Councilman Crandall said, we have, over the last 6 years, we've really opened up the system. Everything online and streaming, and so this is a natural next step. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Yes, Madam Chair, Izzy here. And I don't know if it's a question for the secretary, but I don't know if it's too late to be added as a co-sponsor, but if it's not too late, I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor to this bill.
Not too late, and will do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If it's good for transparency, it sounds like it's good for the county.
Well, we have to vote on it. We have to vote on it first. Let's make sure it passes before you get your name on it, Izzy.
Well, it has 4 sponsors, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, wait a minute, I lost my place for a second. Is there a motion to move 79-20?
I move it.
I'll second.
Okay, then Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on resolution 79-20.
Mr. Catch?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Resolution 79-20 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, we are going to move to the grants. Resolution 80-20 was deferred prior to the meeting. So miscellaneous number 4 is grants,
Okay.
FY 2021 Arts and Sciences grants.
Okay, and I believe we have Acting Director Chris McCullum from Economic Development with us this evening.
you do. But firstly, let me say it's not just me that does the food stuff. Elizabeth Sachs and Dave Bykoff and Kevin Palmer and a bunch of other people participate in not only procuring it but also giving it out. So it takes more than a person. It's gratifying to do, but sad we have to do it. Nonetheless, the administration is requesting approval of grants totaling $2,740,921 to cultural and artistic nonprofit organizations, consistent with the adopted FY 2021 budget. They are 33 general fund operating grants of $2,243,300, 13 tourism program grants for $258,380, Maryland State Arts Council grants for the Splash Summer Arts Program and various other projects in the amount of $204,741, and various project grants not eligible for state grant funding, $34,500.
Okay. I'll move it to approve the grants. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
The grants are approved. Thank you, Mr. McCollum.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 81-20 was deferred before the meeting. That would lead us next to Resolution 82-20, sponsored by Councilman Jones. This is a resolution to authorize the property tax refund to Lamonte Tyler, who as a disabled veteran is entitled to a refund under state law.
It's my honor and privilege to move the resolution.
I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 82-20.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch.
Aye.
Resolution 82-20 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next is Resolution 83-20, sponsored by Councilman Quirk. This is a resolution authorizing the property tax refund to Mr. Charles Pop, who as a disabled veteran is entitled to a refund under state law.
I will move it.
I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 83-20.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall.
Aye.
Resolution 83-20 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Next, 84-20 was withdrawn, which takes us to Resolution 85-20, sponsored by Councilwoman Bevins. This is a resolution authorizing the property tax refund to Mr. Anthony Fiorilli III, who as a disabled veteran is entitled to a refund under state law.
It's my honor to move it.
I'll second.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 85-20.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Marks.
Aye.
Resolution 85-20 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 86-20 is sponsored by Councilman Jones. This is a resolution authorizing the property tax refund to John Lakeney, who as a disabled veteran is entitled to a refund under state law.
It's my honor and privilege to move the resolution.
I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 86-20.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka.
Aye.
Resolution 86-20 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item.
Resolution 87-20 was withdrawn prior to the meeting, leading us next to Resolution 88-20, sponsored by Councilman Crandall. This is a resolution authorizing the property tax refund to Ms. Christy Lee DiDomenico, who as a surviving spouse of a disabled veteran is entitled to a refund under state law.
I'll move the resolution.
I'll second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on Resolution 88-20.
Mr. Crandall,
Aye.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Catch,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk.
Aye.
Resolution 88-20 is passed. Mr. Secretary, next item, please.
Resolution 89-20 was deferred prior to the meeting, leading us next to Resolution 90-20. Resolution 90-20 is by the request of the administration for the council's consideration of the continuation of a state of emergency per executive order number 2020-002 for an additional 25 days.
Okay, and I believe we have Mr. James Benjamin with us this evening to testify.
Yes, good evening, Madam Chair, members of the council. Resolution 90-20 seeks approval of the continuation of the local state of emergency initially declared by the county executive on March 13th, 2020. On August 3rd, 2020, County Council authorized continuation of the state of emergency for 35 days. The continuation is set to expire at September 12th. It's likely that the state of emergency will continue beyond September 12th. And so we request that the state of emergency declared be continued for an additional 25 days from September 12th or until the county executive declares the end of the state of emergency, whichever occurs first. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody have any questions or comments for Mr. Benjamin?
I do, Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilman Marks.
We're now in phase 3. Do we have any sense when we're going to stop being in a state of emergency?
At this juncture, that's not clear, Councilman Marks. I know that the state still has the state of emergency in effect, so it's unclear at this time. But the fact that we're now in phase 3, it looks like we're making positive steps forward.
And I know we're consistent with the state. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Madam
Any
Chair.
other comments or questions for Mr. Benjamin?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilman Patoka.
Just a kind of a comment on Councilman Marks's thoughts is I feel like we need to proceed with caution because of the nature of COVID. Is sometimes it looks like, and certainly Dr. Branch understands this much better than I do, but just observing what's happening around the country where a state seems to be doing really well, and then all of a sudden for a holiday season, for whatever, for the start of school, the start of college, there seems to be spikes that are occurring that, you know, we as a council and Mr. Benjamin and the administration, you know, have to really watch this carefully and be prepared for this emergency being extended far beyond what any of us would like it to be. And especially with flu season coming up. Be interesting, and I'll ask Ms. Rogers, perhaps we could get Dr. Branch or someone from the health department, if Madam Chair agrees to this, to give us maybe a briefing on what the outlook is when we enter flu season.
Councilmember Patoka, we are having those discussions as we speak, because we have to look at the impact of flu season coupled with COVID as well, and how we will go about immunizing our regular flu clinic, because you know we usually have large flu clinics. We had that discussion. Dr. Branch and I talked a little bit about it last week, and then we had a discussion about it today in our senior staff, because we have to prepare. And again, the numbers go up and down. But if you'll note nationally, even though the ordinances have been relaxed, nobody has moved back from a state of emergency.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Madam Chair, can I just clarify something?
Sure, Councilman.
Yeah, and that may have been more of a rhetorical question. Look, we have students at Towson University who are now in their homes, going to bars and restaurants. I'm very concerned that we might see an uptick because of all that concentration of activity. And I certainly yield to public health professionals during this time. But, you know, I do think the public hopefully will start to see a light at the end of the tunnel. But I am also very concerned about Towson University and what effect that's going to have. So that is why I will be voting yes tonight.
Thank you. And we are indeed concerned with you, Councilmember Mark. We also had discussions about the Towson University, as well as looking at all of our universities here in the county. I want you to know and be assured that we're taking every effort to ensure that we are communicating with the university. Della from Dr. Branch's team is making contact to do everything that we can, and also to track the numbers. We're looking at the numbers very, very closely. That's why, you know, the notion of how are we doing, it varies from, you know, week to week. We just have to be very, very diligent about promoting the messaging, continuing to promote the messaging of social distancing. But we are in touch with the college community, Councilmember Marks, for that very reason.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Okay, is there a motion to move resolution 90-20?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Okay. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on resolution 90-20.
Mrs. Bevins,
Aye.
Mr. Patoka,
Aye.
Mr. Marks,
Aye.
Mr. Quirk,
Aye.
No.
Mr. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Catch.
Aye. Madam Chair,
Resolution 90-20 is passed.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Councilman Couch.
I want to congratulate all the people that are being reappointed. I really have to excuse myself now
Okey-doke.
from the meeting.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
All right. Leave the meeting. Okay, it did pass, right? Did we vote? We're good.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Benjamin.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And
Mhm.
council members, thank you so very much for your continued support as we move through this pandemic together.
You know, Ms. Rogers, I did have a question that's off topic. I was thinking about flu season, and I think that last year we received our flu shots like the beginning of November, usually sometime between October and November. Do you think the flu shots will start earlier this year with COVID still with us?
Actually, Dr. Branch is discussing that. First of all, the availability, then our manner in which we distribute flu shots, which is usually doing the flu clinics. So I know he's looking at that, but we will, with your permission, we will have Dr. Branch come and talk with you all about our strategy, because literally we have the flu clinics, and then hopefully we can be prepared in the event that a vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine is available as well.
Right.
So we've got both these things we're trying to balance. But we will get with Dr. Branch. As a matter of fact, I'll let him know this evening, and let the county executive know that we will have him come forward to talk to you about strategy.
Okay, thank you so much.
Because we don't want to, you know, exacerbate it by bringing large groups of people together for a flu shot, and then potentially run the risk of.
Well, hopefully maybe we can do drive-throughs. You know, that seemed to work. That seemed to work. And if you can have the thing stuck way up in your nose like that in the car, you can certainly have a little shot in the arm.
Yeah, we'll get him to do a briefing on, you know, the strategy and what the best practices are, what they're thinking.
Yeah. I was just having a conversation with somebody, and it made me curious, and it's like we should try to be as healthy as we can with, you know, this fall and winter coming upon us, not knowing if COVID is going to, you know, have a relapse. So I just think it's an important conversation. So thank you. Work on that.
I think those of us with respiratory problems anyway.
I know, I'm self-serving, but I know. Okay, so next miscellaneous business. We have the reappointment of the Baltimore County Animal Hearing Board. Jacqueline Scotto is here with us this evening, and I believe Ms. Scotto could not be with us during the work session. Are you there, Jacqueline?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Oh, very good, very good. Can we see you? Are you on video?
Yes, I'm on video.
Okay, very good, very good. Oh, there you are, very good. So since we didn't have an opportunity to speak with you, would you like to talk about yourself for a minute or so and why you're interested in serving again and why you are interested in the Animal Hearing Board?
Okay, yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Council, for having me. I apologize about the last meeting. I just did not see it in time. I'm at work. I was really busy. I'm very sorry for that.
Oh, you're
But
here now.
Huh?
You're here now.
Yes, thank you. I have been working for and with animals for over 30 years in almost every aspect there is. There's nothing I wouldn't do to help them or people with their animals. I just think this is just the next step for me. I'm very interested in the council. I'm very interested in helping the animals and their owners. As I said, I've been doing it for a very long time, and it's just another phase. I've been in clinical work. I've been in research work. I've worked at pet stores. I've worked with many different kinds of animals for a long time.
Well, we're thankful to have you, and we know that these are all volunteer positions, and it's not always easy to have people who are excited and committed for these types, because sometimes I know these hearings can go on for a very long time, and sometimes when it's about attacks or bites or things like that, it can be very emotional. And it's not easy. I've sat in on before years ago, and I know it tugs at your heartstrings as well. And it's not one of the easier commissions to sit on. So we thank you so much for wanting to serve. Yeah, is there a motion to approve the appointment of Ms. Scotto? Okay, I'll second it. How's that? Mr. Secretary, would you please call the roll on the appointment of Ms. Jacqueline Scotto to the Animal Hearing Board?
Yes, Madam Chair. Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Catch? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk? I'm sorry, Mr. Marks. Geez.
Aye.
Very good. The appointment is confirmed. Thank you again for your service to Baltimore County, Ms. Scotto.
Thank you very much. Everybody have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you.
Next, Madam Chair, is the council's consideration of the county executive's appointment or reappointment to the Baltimore County Ethics Commission, and also, I believe, as the chair, Miss Cindy L. Leppert.
And Cindy was with us for the work session. Is Ms. Leppert with us this evening?
I am, Madam Chair. Good evening.
Very good. Very good. Thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
It was very nice meeting. It was very, very nice meeting you and last week and getting to hear why you are allowing us to kind of get a feel for why you do what you do. And it was very refreshing. Is there a motion to approve the appointment?
Madam Chair,
Yes,
just
I'm
before
sorry.
the motion, I just wanted to say that I'm so delighted that Ms. Leppert is up for reappointment. She, as I mentioned in the work session, she's an outstanding attorney. She's a delightful person. She's a Woodlawn High grad, like I am. And I'm just so pleased that, she's got the acumen to be to head up the ethics council. And so just delighted that Cindy has taken on this job. It's really interesting tonight. We have Ashley Logan or Ashley Wallington, who went to Edmondson, just down the street from Woodlawn. Officer Moore went to Edmondson, just down the street from Woodlawn. Cindy
Come
Leppert
on,
went to
Izzy.
Woodlawn. It's the west side. Representing.
Tonight is the west side for sure. Tonight is, we'll give it to you, we'll give it to you tonight, Izzy.
Thank you.
Tonight is the
So
west.
I just want to thank Ms. Leopard for throwing her hat in the ring for another round and as chair. And just say that
Certainly.
we have great confidence in you, Cindy.
So, Councilman Patoka, would you like to move the motion?
I've been delighted to move this motion.
There we
forward.
go. I will second. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the appointment.
Muted again. Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
The appointment is confirmed. Congratulations, Mrs. Leopard, and good luck to you.
Thank you very, very much.
Thanks. Congratulations, Cindy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Councilman Pacheco.
Mr. Boswick?
Next, Madam Chair, is two appointments for the council's consideration. The county executive's recommendation of Miss Lisa Tancredi and Miss Laura Ray for appointment to the Baltimore County Ethics Commission.
Or either with us this evening?
I don't.
Or they were with us at the work session?
They were. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they're here tonight.
Okay, all righty. Is there a motion to approve both appointments?
Motion.
Second. Okay, very good. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll on the appointments.
Mrs. Bevins?
Aye.
Mr. Marks?
Aye.
Mr. Crandall?
Aye.
Mr. Jones?
Aye.
Mr. Quirk?
Aye.
Mr. Patoka?
Aye.
The appointments are both confirmed. Congratulations, ladies. Okay, next, Mr. Bostwick.
Next is Resolution 91-20, modification R10 through 20, approval of payment in lieu of taxes, pilot agreement Lion Homes 2 Preservation LLC for introduction only this evening.
Next.
Next is Resolution 92-20, modification R9 through 20, approval of payment in lieu of taxes pilot agreement Lion Homes 3 Preservation LLC.
Next.
Next is Resolution 93-20, modification R11-20, approval of payment in lieu of taxes pilot agreement Lion Homes 2 Preservation LLC for introduction only this evening.
And next.
Resolution 94-20, Maryland Agricultural Land Preservation Foundation, or MALF, easements for introduction only this evening.
Next.
Next is Resolution 95-20. This is a resolution sponsored by Councilman Crandall establishing the Baltimore County Recreation and Parks Foundation Work Group for introduction only this evening.
And last.
And finally, Madam Chair, Resolution 96-20, application Department of Housing and Community Development of Maryland Community Block Grant CARES Act for introduction only this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Is
Thank
there
you,
any
Madam
further business to come before the council?
There is no further business, Madam Chair.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
The meeting is adjourned. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. And everyone take care. Mr. Boss, we got nothing else.